Welcome back to the Everything But the Bottle podcast. You're here with Rabbi and Master Distiller Ben Tarbell of Tarbell Distillery, doing and fulfilling all your orders, be it a private label, a white label, you name it, we got you covered. Send a DM and start your brand today. Today's topic is absolutely my favorite because it's such a shocker and knocks it right at you, and that is how Congress killed $1 billion industry. Yes, you've heard right. $1 billion in sales is illegal in 4 months' time. That is $1 billion of sales, 150 brands sold across the United States, from Target to your local liquor shop. What am I talking about? Well, you're not buying bourbon in a local liquor shop. I'm talking about the THC drinks. And now they will be disappearing. But why, you ask? I love them. Hold close. Where are they pulling clients or customers from, depending on how you view? My mom says it's a drug, so you're a client. I say you're a customer, you enjoy it. No matter, it all started with a loophole. In 2018, Congress passed the Farm Bill that legalized hemp. The definition of defined as cannabis containing less than 0.3% of delta-9 THC by dry weight. The intent was rope, fabric, seeds, CBD oil, farm stuff, things you would use on a farm. Never was meant to be a delicious liquid drink that will be consumed in large amounts. Others said, oh, 1 second, it's a liquid, okay? And maybe you can even have more. Hemp can, the rest is history, okay? Because the fact was only for dry stuff, and now it's a liquid. It's going to change the evening. Boom! Manufacturers went up on the risk. They might be shut down on a loophole, making a $0 economy to a almost $4 billion in annual sales. That is in a span of 6 years, with 750 active brands and the potential market estimated to be $15 billion. You're talking about wild numbers. And the scary part wasn't as government planned. It's one thing dispensaries for weed and marijuana. If you don't want to go, you don't want to know, you don't have to be there. Look, I'm not taking sides in this debate. We're just giving explanations. Others would argue they're all over the place. They're like 7-Elevens. I am a 7-Eleven fan. These cans were in liquor shops, grocery stores, convenience stores. They were everywhere. Not happy times at all. And for us distillers, wineries, and breweries, they were by every show. Not making anyone happy at all in the alcohol space. Guys, I might be going off topic, but this is a horror story. It's a train wreck. It looked like an innocent drink. Too much of something good is no good. And there was no ABCs either, as you see. Everyone was working in cahoots to get you and your children hooked. Now, at the beginning, the alcohol space just looked the other way, okay? Because what is there to do? But now, the alcohol market going down, it got uncomfortable. Really uncomfortable. And this was being a big slice of the market just being pulled out because of convenience. Not just to say because they had an unfair advantage in the ABCs, and not to say that means the manufacturer, distributor, retailer, but they were also playing up health benefits. Something that was really troubling the alcohol space because that crossed the red line. So what happened? You lobbied. Right or wrong, the federal government, Congress, put in a provision that limited it to 0.4 milligrams per container, not per serving. Okay, so that is today 5 to 25 times that in a can. You can imagine the effect it will have now. Almost nothing. Wiping out 95% of the profits. I'm not sad. I'm a distiller and I don't think it should be all over the place. But it was big legislation for the alcohol space. And guess what? I'm still not celebrating. Why? It doesn't do anything for my business. The alcohol space has to come together and fight back. Because people are making a decision. That is to move away from the hard booze, the hard alcohol. They're moving to seltzer. They're moving to non-hangover drinks. Okay? And on November 13th, they're not coming home. They'll look for something else. Maybe non-alcohol drinks. Maybe nothing. It's not what us in the craft need. We need our story told. We need to deregulate our own hands to get onto fear fighting ground. We need to streamline our process, and that's where TTB math comes in. What we definitely don't need to be doing is celebrating on the grave of those companies that were just knocked out and taken down, because that's not what we're about. If you can't fight on fear ground, you can't sell your product to yourself, and you're totally fighting over shelf space and price, then you're not a product. You're an object. Guys, sign up today at TTB Math and let's get you in business. See you all tomorrow, and thank you for listening.